welcome to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more than you know. Let's just get right to it. The Safemoon price right now is 30130. Bitcoin is still around the $26,000 mark. And for those blue chip tokens, let's just go to them for a minute and see what their prices are. So I do have ADA, which is roughly 24 cents. XRP, which is around the 50 cents mark. SHIB is actually 5072. BBTF is 3068. And Ethereum is around the $1,500 mark. Now, we're going to talk about the bull run in a minute, but Ethereum, JP Morgan is actually, and Chase actually reporting that even though they went ahead and went from the proof of work to proof of stake, which is known as the big merge, they're reporting that yes, they did the energy consumption down to roughly 99%, but they haven't seen the amount of staking to go ahead and see the rewards or their return on profit. I guess they probably want investors as well, but they haven't seen that big gain. This is a bear market. Shame on JP Morgan to actually say something like that. A lot of people are actually holding back on their money right now, and they're watching the market. I mean, we've seen it, what's going on in the economy right now. A lot of people, even those persons that have money, a lot of those wealthy people are a lot more poor today than when they were a few years ago. Because a lot of them are actually spending a lot more for goods and services. Even though they are rich and they can get better deals, they are still spending a lot more on goods and services. So a lot of people are actually restrained when it comes to spending due to interest rates and all the other things that's going together are combining to go ahead and hurt the economy. So for JP Morgan and Chase to say that, or just JP Morgan to say that they haven't seen a significant gain, let's see what they say when the bull run does happen, because everything is actually going to go up. And the reason why I went ahead and list those prices, because these prices are at the point where they can go lower. Without a doubt, they can go lower. But I don't see something like a pandemic like what we had the other day to actually make the price even go any more lower. I think right now we are at the bottom, at the very, very bottom. And they're going to do everything possible to go ahead and bring it back. I mean, here in the United States, we have people striking and they're trying to get more price on hiking their salaries because of the interest rates and all those things that are going up. And they're striking with companies because the executives are actually making a ton of money right now at the top level, and the people at the bottom level that's actually keeping the company afloat are not getting raises. A lot of companies have not given raises this year across the board, and that goes for people in whatever sector you're in. The only people that are actually getting it are the ones that are at the C level or the VP level. Those are the people that actually get a reward. And this is the reason why a lot of people have to do like side hustles and all those different things. Even though guys, hey, I'm a tech guy, I'll do remote gigs just to go ahead and make even extra money. So for those of you out there who do have a skill, go ahead and use that skill to your advantage, even if it's not technology or whatever skill it is, so you can get that side income, so you can go ahead and cover those additional expenses. Yes, it does get difficult from time to time, trying to burn the midnight oil, but we have to do what we have to do. I use my skill set across the board, and if I cannot do it, I find somebody else to do it. But I go ahead and offer my service from a remote standpoint. I'll make a few dollars extra, because if I have that extra time, why not go ahead and do that extra little piece of work to go ahead and make that extra cash that I can go ahead and invest in some of those blue chip tokens that I mentioned. Now, I do invest in many other stuff, particularly real estate, the stock market, and the list goes on. And as I said in the last video, once we do get to that point when we are on the moon, a lot of you guys will probably have a lot of money. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys, you might want to go ahead and get yourself a fourplex. Go get a fourplex or an eightplex and let a company go ahead and manage that. Do not be the landlord. Do not been there, done that. Get a company to go ahead and manage that so you can have that passive income coming in. You can put a few dollars into the S&P 500, not a lot, because the market is very, very volatile. And don't go no further than that. Don't get into listen to too many financial advisors. Keep an eye on your money. Do not let nobody manage your money, because things get out of hand. And seeing the price of Safemoon right now at 30129, that is very, very low. You can, those of you right now, you can put a few dollars on that as it is. But we will talk about investment when that time does come. But this keep an eye on the price here to see where this money is actually going to go, because we do understand the ramification of what the bull run happened. Now, when the bull run did happen for the stock market, a lot of people made money, but people made more money on crypto. And I'm talking about people more on the retailer side. Now, for people that are deep pockets, multi-millionaires, they'll put maybe $2 million on, let's say, Tesla or Apple, and if it just goes up a fraction, they're going to make $200,000-300,000. Only the rich will make money because they're putting on even more bigger down payments when it comes to stock and or positions on different stocks, because they can put down even more money, they get a higher return. But a lot of retailers actually made a lot of money on crypto compared to a lot of investors. Yes, the S&P 500 over a period of 8 to 10 years paid traditionally between 8 and 10%. That's great when you get into the retirement age. A lot of us are not there at the retirement age. A lot of you guys that are watching are probably there. So you want to get that jump start because the stock market is not giving you what you want. And a lot of you guys are probably in your 401ks and it's just not attractive. I mean, a lot of people at this point in time that will be approaching, say, retirement of, let's say, 10 to 15 years, you're not comfortable if you're going to have enough money to go ahead and retire. And, putting your money in the stock market, and let's say when the time to retire, the stock market is actually in a bear market. It's in the bear market. Your 401k is tied to the stock market. So according to how you have a position, if you're more of those aggressive type stocks, it may be at a downturn. You may have CDs where you might want to invest now. So one, if you come into a lot of money, guys, let's talk a little investment. If you come into a lot of money, let's say, for example, a Safemoon make you guys money. My recommendation is not financial. You try to get yourself a 4-plex or 8-plex. You put that on rent in a nice neighborhood. You let a management company handle that. You go ahead and take maybe out of a 200 to 300,000. You put it on a cash deposit CD where you get a percentage of that money. You can get up to $2,000 to $3,000 a month. I think it's about $1,500 a month for like up to $250,000 on a cash deposit. You put that money away, so you get money coming from your retirement. You have money coming from your 8-plex or your 4-plex. Plus, you have your 401k that's probably going to kick in. Most of you guys have a Roth IRA, which I have as well. So I try to position myself in all these different things because just in case if something was to collapse, I have monies coming in from different directions. So you guys, be really, really smart with your money. Start thinking about what you're going to do with your money now. You can go ahead and buy land. Land is good because the price of land goes up and you can go ahead and sell it when the time comes. But don't buy it in a market or a place where there's nobody developing and it's going to go for generations. You want to go ahead and take down to generation, which is fine. You can buy acres of land and you can pass it on to different generations. But if you want your money now where you can get passive income, you get into real estate. You get a CD, at least $250,000 or $300,000. All right. You put that aside. You put also a percentage of that in the S&P 500, tech stock, growth stocks, where you don't really need to give a dividend. You go ahead and you get that money. You will be getting your retirement for those of you that are working. So you have at least 3 to 4 passive income coming in. And let's say, for example, you have monies coming in from some other royalty or whatever. You can go ahead and put money towards that or reap up that money as well. So this is what I tell you guys. You got to have a game plan as you approach those later part in your years, as you approach retirement. This is the time when you grind. When you have youth on your side, you go and you grind now so you can sit soft on a pillow as you approach those golden years. This is not the time when you sit back and you focus on one single thing. You diversify your skill set. You diversify your money across the board so that you know if one collapse, everything goes well. I diversified across the board. I use my skill to the point where I probably maybe have 2 hours sleep, max 4 hours sleep, because I am working around the clock. Wherever I can pick up money with my technical skills, I do that. And this is how I do money along with running the company. And I want to try to guide you guys there once we get to the point. But we'll talk about investment even more in the trenches when we come into the money. But let's just focus on the target that we have right now, is that bullseye, and trying to get Safemoon to get us to the moon so we can make that money, as well as diversifying all the other blue chip tokens that I talk about. So if this video is adding value, guys, let's just get this video out to as much people as possible. Pause, like the video for those people that are subscribed. And if you are new, I would appreciate you guys go ahead and subscribe as well as like this video, because what I'm going to try to see if I can do is educate you guys when it comes to investment. I'm very, very savvy when it comes to investment. It's not that I'm frugal. I like to buy nice things. I buy nice things. I go on really nice vacations. You must treat yourself. It doesn't make sense. You have all of this money in the bank and you're just looking at the money and calling the bank and saying, oh, you have X amount of money. You have to treat yourself. Your health comes first too. Take care of that. But you must treat yourself. Go on nice vacations. Visit places where you have on your bucket list. Go to far countries. Let's say you go to the UK, you go to the Caribbean, you go far north, you go far south. Experience the different things what your money can do for you. Don't just be there and be, really, really cheap with your money, because, is the money that you've earned and you've been grinding for. So right now, whatever you're doing, let this be your beginning point where you start to grind and you diversify, find ways to make money. No matter what it is, you pack that money and you put it into your investment because you want to see if you get a return on your investment as time goes on. Now, let's just go ahead and segue for a minute. And I'm sure most of you guys that are on Twitter, unless you're under a rock, you guys saw what happened to Ben Armstrong in a situation with his company. I'm just going to touch on that for a little bit. I do run a company, and don't know the whole story, heard one side of the story, heard the other side of the story. At the end of the day, he is not with his company. I do run my very own company. I do not share or give too many people access to my company. I do my own payroll. I have a company that does my payroll. At the end of the quarter, that's taken care of. I have a CPA that go ahead and do my taxes to get that situation taken care of. Every new business that come in, I sign off on all that. I don't give nobody leverage or any type of percentage. I am 100% owner in my company. So if the company fails, it is my responsibility. I don't delegate my business or give share to my business. Now, I'll hire people definitely to go ahead and work. I have consultants all the way around. If those consultants not doing good, those consultants are replaced because I don't want to lose a client. And this is how I normally run my business. So a little shocked to see how it all went down with that situation. I guess with the partnership, and it does happen with law firms as well. I've seen law firms split up, partners split up due to issues with workload and those different things. But to see in the way in which how this happened, it's unfortunate because it was a thriving business. That he started that YouTube channel from way back, and I used to watch it as well. And to see where it turned out, it seemed pretty erratic right now. But we hope that situation get resolved quickly, and they can move on from that. I'll go ahead and either they both go their ways and they both start making money as well. But if you are running a business and it's your passion, until you have no means of managing it 100%, you still make sure you are 100% owner of that company, and you have people do work, but you make sure every and any paperwork that needs to be approved, you be the one to sign off on it. If they don't have your signature and your word on it, nothing flies. So you guys keep that in mind. Keep an eye on your money. Keep an eye on your money. It is your hard work that you did. For all of you out there, do not trust nobody to run your business when you're not around. Because if your business is successful, people have ways of trying to see if they can try to steal it from you. So you got to be really, really careful of that, because these are the things that happen from time to time. And I've seen it over a period of years, and now we've seen this now. So again, seeing this price of Safemoon to where it is, I really hope that you guys are taking advantage of this, because it's at a legendary price. We know what's coming at the end of the year. We have seen statements from John that unless there's something catastrophic, the show is still going on. They're still in the forward movement. I'm pretty confident that they're going to get there. But you always have to weigh pros and cons. Let's be realistic. Things happen, okay? Let's say, for example, the Safemoon exchange is not launched. There's going to be a lot of foot. The price is going to drop. And if it dropped, I would be there to pick up the price and go ahead and do a dollar cost average. And with that, I'm still, let's say if it doesn't launch, December or winter 2023, I think it's happened, I will still be able to reap off the bull run on the other tokens. Okay, that's why you diversified, to go ahead and give Safemoon time. But I don't think that's going to happen. But you have to always weigh the options just in case. If things were to happen with the economy, the stock market can crash. Okay, unexpected information. You have to always diversify, and that's why I mentioned when you do have money, real estate, you put some money in the S&P 500. You go ahead and get a CD of at least $200,000 to $300,000, so you can collect every month close to $2,000 a month. And whatever skill set or investment you have, you go ahead and get that too. You'll have your retirement money coming in. So be extremely wise of what you have. This is the time when you grind. For those of you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and even 60s, hey, you're still young. Go ahead and grind, invest. Do not listen to crazy people out there trying to give you a sweet idea. Yes, they will say that crypto is a scam. Guys, the stock market is a scam. None of this information is financial, but you put something on an investment, because if you don't put nothing, you expect to get nothing out of it. You have to go ahead and take a risk. And that's why a lot of people are actually, poor people like us, are retailers that are actually investing in crypto, because the rich people have the stock market under lock. You can make $200-$300 on the stock market, but you can make hundreds of thousands in crypto. Unless you have been in the stock market, like how I have over a period of 10 to 15 years. I've been in it for a long time, invested in the S&P 500. And I do have a portfolio, and I do get a quarterly statement every quarter to show all of the investments that I'm invested in. And this has been going on for a period of years, guys. So when I came out of college, I've actually been invested into the S&P 500 based on information I got from college professors and all that. And over a period of time, putting money into that, it actually has been paying off. So we will talk about that when Safemoon get to the point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. The bull run is coming. Be ready for the bull run, but take charge of your finances now, because a lot of you guys that are watching this video, a lot of you guys have a lot of skills. I've seen it. I've heard about it on Twitter Spaces. Don't just settle for one job when you can do two if you have the time, or three. Make that money. Put those other two incomes away. Try to make that money work for you. Do not overspend, because even you don't want to overspend and live above your means. Be conservative with your money. Be smart with your money, and your money will take care of you. Until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.